I don't think anybody selects a local government career, A, on purpose. I've asked a few rooms how many set out from university specifically to work in local government, and it is very rare that I have many hands raised. So I don't think very many people set out to work in local government intentionally. And then once they stay, they're not staying for the fame, the money, the prestige, or the ease. Working at the council is a really unique experience that I think, unless you have worked in local government as a sector, it's very difficult to understand what a crazy environment it is. You have just this increasing compliance load coming down from higher tiers of government. You've got increasing pressure coming up from the community. You've got this adversarial almost relationship with your governance body part of the time, who you're trying to serve. And as a manager, and in particular as a senior manager, you are uniquely visible to your customers, to your citizens, to your constituents in a way that we just don't see in the private sector and even in other tiers of government. So it is a unique career, and you're probably not here because it's so easy or because you're paid so well or because it's something you've had your heart set on since you were a kid. So why are you here? Well, I've asked a few people that question who work in local government. And if I think about my own experience over the last kind of 15 years in the sector, there is something uniquely compelling and fulfilling about working in local government. You are in the public service in a really meaningful way, but in a really tangible way that we don't get in other tiers of government. You can see the results of the actions and the decisions that you're taking, and the people, whether they're councillors, colleagues, or the community, they're very real. They really care. Their heart is almost always in the right place. And if you've ever worked elsewhere in the private sector, in state, federal, or central government, you'll know that it's not quite the same, is it? So you're not here because it's easy. You're here because you care, but it's hard. I get it. It's hard. It is a hard place to work, and it's certainly not getting easier. You've probably got a really ambitious work program to deliver with a shrinking budget. You've probably got increasing requests coming in from councillors, from the community about other things that you should be doing. You're trying to juggle it all the time. You're getting pulled down into the operational weeds. You've got service requests coming your way. You're answering email chains that there's no way you should have been on. And you really want to find a way back to that fulfillment and that purpose and that connection that makes this such a compelling place to work in the first place. I don't have a magic pill for you, sorry, but the good news is that I can help with a lot of that stuff. I've found that developing strategy skills, the skills of strategic leadership rather than operational leadership, are a really effective way to support local government leaders like you to make progress on the work that matters to leave a lasting legacy impact on your organisation and your community by getting out of the nitty-gritty stuff and starting to operate up here, thinking about longer time horizons, making more strategic decisions, using your time and energy in a slightly more intentional way so that you can see the bigger picture, think in systems, solve tricky problems, have important conversations, build important relationships. Your job as a local government manager is to reduce friction. You're at this nexus almost of the direction that's coming from the top and the delivery that's happening below you, and you are the connection point. And your number one job is to be able to maintain the perspective and the mindset that enables you to reduce the friction where direction and delivery intersect. I can help you do that, and I can particularly help you do that if you come along to Sydney in September. I am partnering with Local Government Professionals New South Wales to offer a 2-day rapid intensive in what it takes to be a strategic local government leader. And I would love to see you and your team there. Get your tickets.